I'm over it. Okay. Can you guys see the slides?
Yeah, we can,
Okay.
I can see it.
Okay. Okay, so I wanted to go over real quick. There's supposed to be about 8 participants that's going to do this challenge. Some of them are brand new, and some of them are kind of falling off the wagon and returning. And then we actually have one that she's doubling up, so she's doing morning meltdown in the morning, and she's going to do 21 day fix at night. So kudos on her. She's going to do good. That's kind of what I'm going to be doing as well. So doing morning meltdown in the morning, and then doing the 21 day fix hopefully at night. Either that, or I'll just go into the 21 day fix right after my morning meltdown workout. So so we got a few challengers. They're just not here tonight. So 21 Day Fix it's a program that was created by Autumn Calabrese. I'm not sure if you guys had a chance to look on demand at the program yet. Autumn's one of the super trainers. She's like the core 5 super trainers. And she created the portion control eating plan. And that's the one with the containers. So the 21 Day Fix program, it's 21 days long, and there's a different workout every single day, a different style, including 2 active recovery days. So there's a Pilates day, and then there's going to be a yoga day, and those are considered your active recovery. So they're not super intense, and that way you're not, hurting yourself or overexerting yourself. Each workout is about 30 minutes long. The styles of workouts is there's a cardio, a total body cardio, which is full body cardio workouts with weights, and then you have upper body, and then Pilates, then you have lower fix, which is leg day, and then Fridays are cardio, which is no weights, just cardio. Saturday is called Dirty 30, and that's another total body workout. And then Sunday is your yoga day. So that's on the original version, and they mix them up on the second version. Sorry, guys. What?
I feel it.
Go. Okay. I can't, James, help him. I can't do anything right now. Go get him a popsicle or something. Okay. This workout program includes the Portion Fix container plan, which I think you have your containers, Becky, and I need to send you yours, Cassandra.
Cool.
So I'll put those in. Are you in? You're in Rio Linda, right?
Yeah, I work in Rio Linda.
Okay, well then I'll probably just meet up with you then instead. It'll be cheaper than mail.
Yeah.
Okay. So there's 2 different versions of the 21 Day Fix. The original one came out 5 years ago. And then for the 5-year anniversary this year, they revamped it and made it what they call real time. And it basically runs the platform is 80 Day Obsession and T20 and Morning Meltdown. They've kind of moved towards this style of workouts where they start small or start easier, and it progressively gets more difficult. So each style of workout is completely different. You don't do the same one. I like the real time, especially when you're first starting out. Because,
hell yes.
Yeah, well, because the original one, it's just 7 workout videos, and you just do them over. So on Monday you do cardio, and you just do the same thing over every 7 days. where this one, it's 21 different workouts, and they progressively get more difficult, and they're supposed to build you up, where the third week you would be ready for 21 Day Fix Extreme if you wanted to go into that workout program. The only difference with the real time is there's not music, and it really is like super real time, where the cast, they did start this one out like the first week, it was like 100% live and you worked out with them, but then they started having technical issues, so they ended up like pre-recording them, but it's like really reality show kind of to it, where they're all sitting there, instead of it like they look like they have their shit together, the cast actually, you see them struggling and hurting through the workout. So that's kind of cool, because it has kind of a real feel to it, and not feeling like those guys are all perfect, because they're struggling through it too. So those are your two different options. The real-time one, they do have loops that you have to do with it, but you can get away with not using the loops. And those are like the little rubber. I got some here. You like these guys. So they're super cheap, not much to them. But you don't, they're only on for a few moves, but you don't have to do them.
Are those just like resistance bands?
Yeah, they're not like the resistance bands, but these are like, they're loops. So you put these on your legs. And there's different strengths.
Like tensions, yeah.
Yeah. And on the Beachbody website, they're kind of expensive, but on Amazon, you can find them super cheap, and probably better ones. I think Chrissy had found some for like 20 bucks that were like cloth, and they didn't roll, because I think like bigger thigh issues have more rolling problems. So, so mine roll as well, and so you have to keep kind of adjusting them. Okay, so let's go back. The Portion Fix eating plan that goes along with it. So they're color-coded containers. And then when you go into the nutrition app, and we'll talk about the nutrition app later, you click on the color of that container, and it'll pop up with a list of all the foods that you're allowed to fill that container with. So it makes it kind of nice, because it just tells you what you can eat. Instead of saying don't eat this, it says eat this. And there's a lot of options. The way it is, it's like a hierarchy. So you eat from the top of the list, those are your better foods. You get lower to the, more to the bottom of the list, and they're not as good. Like, they're good, but they're not as good. And you may have to be mindful of those and not eat as much of them, or just watch your weight. So if you're eating the same thing at the bottom of the list and you're not losing weight, then you need to, rethink eating that as much. And that really, that impacts your, like with the proteins and the carbs, I find that the most, like if I pick a bad carb or a carb at the bottom of the list, then I end up not having weight loss days. One container filled is a serving. You have to be able to put the lid on it, or that means you're overfilling. And you can actually, you can stuff a lot of spinach in one of those green containers. These make it a lot easier to make sure that you're getting balanced macronutrients, and so you don't have to worry about tracking your macros or tracking your calories. And I was super skeptical about the whole system. So for the first few weeks, I was tracking my calories in FitnessPal, and it was pretty much matching my calorie range that I was assigned to in the eating plan. So it was pretty accurate, and then you don't have to worry about tracking those calories. The eating plan that you're assigned or you move on to, it's based off your weight and your activity level, and every 30 days you want to reevaluate and see if you're moving to a different eating plan. The plans range from A through E. The more weight you have, the higher your plan would be. I think they go up to 2,800 calories is your max, which is with E. A is the 1,200 to 1,500 calorie. So when you start losing more weight, they bump you down into less calories because it takes less calories. You burn less calories in the day when you weigh less. So an example of like how the containers work is like Plan A, which is a 12 to 1500 calorie diet. You get 4 greens, which is a vegetable, 2 purples, which is fruit, 4 reds is a protein, 2 yellows, 1 blue, yellows is a carb, 1 blue is a healthy fat, and then 1 orange is a seed and dressing, which is like another healthy fat, basically. So that's pretty much how the plans work. So it just tells you how many containers that you can have in a day. So how do you find your workout plan? This is how you can calculate it, and I'll post this on the page later. But to find your eating plan, you're going to take your current weight, and then you're going to times it by 11, and that's going to give your baseline. And then you're going to start factoring in your exercise. So we're doing a moderate exercise with 21-day fix. So you're going to add 400 calories to your baseline. And if you were in maintenance mode, that would be the end of it. That would be your calorie intake. If for anybody that's breastfeeding, you probably want to stay at that as well. But if you're in weight loss mode, then you're going to deduct the 750 calories. And then that's going to give you your calorie range.
So my only issue with that right now is I'm going to do the workouts, but I am going to be in Disneyland for the first 4 days of this. And you're crazy if you think I'm not eating a churro in a Toland.
That's fine. I would just, I mean, honestly, you just need to be aware and need to be mindful that you're not going to have success those days. Okay. And you may be set back a little bit more. You may gain 5 pounds from the amount of sodium that you're eating and when you're eating out. So I mean, it is what it is. You're just going to have to work harder when you get back, and just make sure you're drinking a lot of water. I mean,
I get that.
It's freaking Disneyland. I get it. So yeah, just like I said, just be mindful. I mean, it's not like you can't have vacations and stuff like that. So you can't have fun meals. If you sit here and eat healthy all the time, you're going to fall off. It's just the way it is. So you got to find that balance. And like I said, just be mindful and be aware that when you get home, you may have a little extra work and a little more water to drink.
Okay, I need to stop. You didn't start this until I got on a video chat. What is your issue?
I'm gonna mute you. Okay, so this is the Nutrition Plus app. If you have the iPhone, you can download this one, and this is how you can track your containers, your water intake, your weight, and it has pretty cool graphs that from a like you can go from a week point of view or a month point of view and see where you're going. So it's funny because when you're documenting and you're tracking your weight in this, and you see yourself sitting and you feel like you're just going like this at a week point of view, but then you go back like months or a year, what you're seeing is you going like this. So you're gonna fluctuate. That's just the way it is. So it is nice to have those different points of views with tracking your weight. And this one, it asks, did you drink a Shakeology? So you can track your Shakeology. The biggest thing is tracking the containers and making sure that you are not overeating on your containers and not undereating. That's the other thing is like, these are your containers that are assigned. You have to eat your containers. Yes, you can get away with not eating the containers, but you will start feeling the effects. You'll start feeling low energy. Your immune system will go down. Just from personal experience of not eating all my containers and working out, I went into shutdown mode and I got super sick and ended up in the emergency room. So it is important that you eat all your containers, even your stinking yellows, which are sometimes hard because it's hard to find a good carb that you want to eat that's not going to blow you up. So the other thing is with the blues and the oranges, they're healthy fats. If you find that you want to have like a day where you want some cheese, which is your your healthy fat and you want an avocado as well, that means that's 2 healthy fats. So what you can do is you can trade your seeds and your dressing for an extra healthy fat, but that's not something that you want to do on a regular basis. But you can balance those out a little bit, because I mean, I like cheese and I like avocado on my freaking taco salads, so it makes it kind of hard to have them both when you only get 1 healthy fat a day. Okay. So what's expected in the next 21 days? So for check-ins, just to keep us accountable and keep engagement on the page, every day I'm gonna post some information, whether it's like information on workouts, information on food, or maybe some inspirational posts to kind of get everybody remotivated. I'm just asking that you read the post and comment if prompted. If not, just give it a like, that you're acknowledging that you're seeing it. I get it. Like when I do challengers with my coaches, I don't check in, like I don't sit there and comment on stuff all the time because I don't have time for it. And I'm sure you guys don't have time for it too. But it is good information that I'm trying to get out. So just acknowledge that you read it. I'm not asking for a novel back, or deep thoughts or processes. Post your after workout selfie. So work out, take a picture of yourself, and then post it on the page and just say what workout you're doing. If you don't want to post your selfie, that's totally fine. We have one challenger that she doesn't do selfies. So she just says that she did workout, blah, 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 and that's it. It's optional if you want to post any of your meals. More of that is for sharing for others. So if you find something that you really like and it's really good, it's just always nice to share your meals with others, so people can get ideas too. Personal development, I'm not going to force this on people, but I can tell you that this makes a huge difference in your life. And just doing like 10 pages of personal development a day, or some kind of video, if it's a podcast, if it's an Audible, and make sure it's with intention. So if there's something that you feel like you're struggling with in your life, and I'm talking about emotionally and mentally, try to find something that's going to help you get yourself out of that funk. Like for a while I was reading The Slight Edge, and that was like, you know, developing discipline and skills. And right now I'm not in a place where that's really reaching me right now, because I'm in even worse struggles like with family life. So I had to find something else that is going to help me pull through my mental crazy shit. So try to do your personal development with intention, because if you find something that doesn't speak to you, you're not going to like it, and it's not going to help you. But I thought personal development was stupid, and I didn't do it for like a year, and then I finally started doing it, and it actually does help. So I do recommend doing that. And so you can share on the page if you've, you know, fought for the day or whatever, after you're done reading. So it really is great motivation for others. So my minimum expectation is eat on point as much as possible, like 90%, 85 to 90%. If you have like cheat days, or you have cheat meal, not days, a cheat meal or something, that's just life, that's balance. But try to make your nutrition 85, your healthy meals 85 to 90% of the time, and understand that the worse that you eat, the harder it's going to be for you to lose weight. So equipment that's needed for these workouts, you'll need light, medium, and heavy dumbbells. And it really depends on what you can do. So my lights right now my light, medium, and heavies are like 8 to 10, like mine range between 8 and like 20 to 25 pounds, but I've been doing this for like a year. So yours might be like, I started out with 3s, 5s, and 8s. And then after like a couple weeks, I bumped up to 5, 8, and 10. So it really depends on your strength, but you don't have to have a crazy range of dumbbells to start with. For the real time, it's the rubber loops. I already showed you that. And the yoga mat is optional. They all use mats. I don't ever use a mat. It just gets in the way. So it's up to you. If you have like a hardwood floor, that might be beneficial to you. But if you're doing this on carpet, You don't need them. I don't even use the yoga mat for yoga day. So, okay, preparing for next week. If you haven't done so yet, log on to Beachbody On Demand for the eating plans, and I'll post the different eating plans, what the container counts are and stuff, on the Facebook page. So that'll be tomorrow, but and they are available on the Beachbody On Demand site too, in the 21-day fix program materials. But go into the Fixate meal, the Fixate cooking show on demand, and they're not a lot of, not very long, but there's some videos, and these are really good for the containers, learning about the containers and meal prepping, to get yourself ready for next week. Because if you don't meal prep, you're gonna mess yourself up and you're gonna fall off. It's just the way it is, and that's from personal experience. Okay, before documenting. So take your before pictures, and they do matter. I know some people don't like doing this, but seeing your hard work pay off, especially when you don't see, you feel like you're not making progress, take your measurements and then compare your measurements afterwards. You may say like, oh, I feel a little bit better, but I don't see any difference. Or maybe I don't even see a difference in the scale. You'll see the difference in the pictures. And they help remotivate you. Like, I am kind of vain. I'll go back and look at my before and after pictures and be like, dang, like I worked hard, I deserve it. So they do remotivate you to say, like, I mean, you worked your ass off, like look at the results. So take your before pictures. They do make you feel good later. Okay, I'm gonna unmute you guys. That was super quick. Do you guys have any questions? No? The other thing is, after these 21 days are over, you guys can pick whatever program. You can do this one again. You can go on to 21 Day Fix Extreme. Morning Meltdown, I think, is going to be available October 1st, unless you have the Morning Meltdown package, which I think both of you do. So it's available now. You can move into Morning Meltdown. There's so many different options. Lift 4 is really good, especially for like heavy lifting if you want to get some strength. They're all really good. And there's even hybrid calendars out there. Like I think Autumn and Joel just came out with a hybrid calendar of 21 Day Fix and Lift 4. So they're mixing they're meshing their two programs in together and put a calendar out there, which I think I posted on the page a couple weeks ago, but I can repost that. And if you have any questions on after the fact of a program that you want to do, just let me know. But this group is here forever. Like, we get through the 21-day challenge, and I mean that's the start of your journey. And so this group is always going to be here for you guys. The 21-day fix, I did it. I think I did it for like a year. It was like I went to other programs and I wasn't feeling it, and I would go back to 21 Day Fix. It was my favorite, and I did it over and over again for like a year. So there's nothing wrong with doing the same workout program again if that's what you like. Yeah. Anybody have any questions? No? Was it helpful? Maybe?
For sure.
Okay.
I really felt like lost.
And that's how I felt when I first started too. I had no idea what the hell I was doing. Like, and I felt like I was just like, sending all these questions and stuff like that. And like, I went through the first workout, and I didn't even know I needed weights. And so I didn't own weights. So I went and got like cans of like baked beans. And my first day, I had baked bean cans as my weights. It didn't really help much. But like that night, I got off of work and I went and I had to go to Walmart and buy some weights, because I was like, oh, I guess I'm gonna need weights for this. So that was But you don't know what you're getting into, and you don't know what you're doing, and so I want to make sure that you guys are set up for success. So from the beginning. This weekend, if you have any questions on meal prepping, or if there's anything that you think that I can give you that might be helpful, any references, just let me know. There are a lot of tools on demand website, or even on your app, and you can just click on it through your phone and just see the PDFs. And there's a lot of good material on there. And actually, like, these are what I printed off from the BOD site. These are the eating plans. So I'm going to post them on Facebook, but these are each that I printed them from the Beachbody website, and it tells you for each eating plan how many containers. So I think that's it. Try to commit to a time that you know is successful. You know, shit happens. Sometimes Jackson wakes up early in the morning and I have to stop because he will not let me work out. He will climb up me. And so try to find a successful time and stick to it. And don't let anybody, try the best you can and let anybody get in the way of that for you. Even the kids. Just give them some melatonin. No, I'm just kidding. But mine is like, I have to do it like, huh?
Give them popsicles.
Do whatever you can. And, you know, get support from your spouse. So for me, like, and Jeremy, this was the best thing to ever happen to our relationship, was me starting to work out, because it turned us into like being more mindful of what we were eating, because we were like hamburger helper, mac and cheese, like we ate garbage. Like that's all we ate was processed foods because we didn't know any better. And they're like, oh, eat healthy. Well, how do you eat healthy? I don't know what that means. Like, you know, maybe steam some broccoli. Okay, I'm gonna throw some cheese on it. But it was that, learning that for me and him and the kids has been better. And our dirty deeds have been like improved 100%, just because of like endurance and stamina, and other like muscles developing. So that's like the incentive for the spouse to support you. Tell them it'll benefit them in the end.
You tell your brother that Tabitha.
Yeah. Well, he needs to see it. But Jeremy, when it's time for workout, Jeremy's like, I'll take Jackson, do whatever you need. Like if he's here, he's like, do what you need to do to work out. Like make sure, like for him, it's a non-negotiable. Like Tabitha needs workout time. So it's try to get your spouse to be the same way and be supportive. So.
And then I'm starting my 3-day prep tomorrow. So I'll be on as of tomorrow.
Yeah. Are you ready? Do you think you're ready? Like mentally prepared?
I mean, yeah. I think, yeah.
It definitely is a mental, like, you have to be mentally prepared for the refresh, and say no to anything that is in your face, because that refresh is amazing and it totally resets you and it resets your cravings in those 3 days. But if you're not mentally ready to start it, you'll fall off. So just make sure that you say no to temptation.
Yeah, this is supposed to be a really fun weekend. No, I have plans this weekend, but they'll be fun. They just won't include, foolishness. So
yeah. And Laura, she did the refresh. Hold on, let me I want to stop recording. Stop sharing.